Okay, Jeremy here, partsfigures.com, Jeeps Unlimited. Another beautiful grade A YJ tub. If you've watched the last couple videos I put up today, you'll know I just came back from California for a run. Finally got some grade A tubs in. We've had literally like 6 months to dry. Just got tubs with just nothing great, and these ones are spectacular. And really one of the things we've always prided ourselves on are clean tubs. So I don't know how many more we'll get of these, but hopefully this won't be the end of them. And we'll go from there. But if you do catch this in time, we do still have this, this would be a great tub. There's not a spot of rust on this thing. It's absolutely immaculate. The floors, I mean, seriously, I've had clean floors before, but never, there's always paint missing. You know, they're always starting to oxidize a little bit. These things are, this is a Laredo, 87 to 90. It's an 87 95 bolt on, but specifically the early one, 87, 89 to 89. And there's only a couple things they changed on them in the early years from the late years. Well, actually really one thing, the way the battery tray mounts on them. I forgot that they do change that on them. So if you're doing a CJ7 conversion, you can use all the way up to 95, but the earlier ones like this one is it's got some things that are the same. So you still have to change some things on them, but this is an easier year to use. So absolutely gorgeous. If you got a YJ, then no problem. This is it. Okay. I don't. Usually these are like 10 minutes long. I'm showing you every ding, scratch, and there's just no dings on this thing. It's super, super clean. So all the areas you want. I'll lift it up in the air, show you here in a second, the bottom. Now those holes there, as I had a customer ask earlier, those are factory holes. That's the factory trim for the Laredos, the Renegades, the Saharas. They had a molding or clad molding, they call it, or step. It was like a kind of it was a real step. It had a brace underneath it, but it was more for show, in my opinion. But nonetheless, those are what those are. So if you don't have that or you don't want to use that, if you're using a rocker guard, great, it'll cover it all up. If you're not, you'll be filling those in. Yeah, I have, this is the only one right now that I have that has those. The other one I have has holes from actually rock sliders on it. But if you're looking for a Laredo or a Sahara tub and you're gonna be putting trim on it, this would be the tub to use. You can do, obviously you can drill out holes, isn't a big deal, but it's just nice that they're all there. You don't have to measure to get them lopsided or anything out there. So for restoration purposes, this is a perfect example. Okay, so let me get it raised in the air. I'll show you the bottom side. I'm a little quiet right now because it's super cold out. It's like 25 degrees out here, so not the funnest day to wash tubs on, but I'm leaving for East Coast next Monday, so less than 6 days, and that will be one of my last trips till next fall. And I imagine these tubs will be on it because we've already had several calls today. So, okay, so torque pockets, beautiful. Beautiful, see nice clean threads. This is what you want to see. Okay, there's 10 of them all together. There's 5 on each side. And I'm showing you every single one of them. Okay, I want you to see them because this will make your job bolting the frame a piece of cake. If you have to fight with torque pockets, they're boxed in mostly. The front isn't. The front's easy to do. But if you did have to fight with these, we don't really even sell them when they get real bad. It's not the end of the world, but it's better to have nice clean ones. And you can still see there's all this black on it. This is all factory. They protected these pretty well, these liners. They did on them. I hit it with a Hotsy and peeled off some of it, but most of it's still intact. Okay, the other area I want to show you, behind the roll bar, this is all covered up by a liner. These love to rust out. This one's beautiful, not a scratch. I mean, look at that. This is all areas that if you're in the Midwest, East Coast, and you're looking at your tub, you're gonna see rust in these areas. I just sold a rear section of a frame or a tub. We don't usually cut them, but we had one that was bad. And his entire boxed torque pocket back here was gone. The whole thing wasn't even there. He had no idea what it even looked like. And he was gonna try to make something, and I happen to have one that we were able to send him. But yeah, this whole thing, from the bottom of the tub down, that whole skirting and box area is crazy. So I've been out there, I've delivered out there all the time, and I know what you guys are working with. So it's part of the reason we do these. They take a lot of our time. Tubs and frames are kind of a love-hate. We love doing them because one thing, it's kind of our trademark. We've been doing them for a long time, but they take an immense amount of time, not only in the listing side of it, but finding them, making sure they're good, and then getting them on trailer, and then I physically bring them out to you. We used to crate them and ship them that way, and we still do that occasionally, but the freight companies have gotten so hostile with back billing people that I just don't want to deal with them anymore. So I take a week of my life, and you know, my little boy and my wife, they're part of it. They don't come with me, but I miss them, they miss me. So I just, I tell you that because it's a huge advantage to be able to show up on someone's door, shake their hand, and drop something off in person. I think the world we live in, unfortunately, is just not that kind of way anymore. So, all right, questions, comments, concerns, 303-666-9020, partsbreakers.com. This tub will be posted tonight. And what else? Okay, so I want to say this. If you order two or more large items, meaning a tub and a frame, or front clips, or if we had hard tops, which I think we may have one left, doors, sets, something like that, okay? Once you get 2 or more items, 3,000 or more, your order totals 3,000 or more, not including shipping, we start knocking off percentages. So that's a good way to get a package deal from us. And if anything, it'll knock off your freight. You'll get free delivery out of it. So, and what does that include? So if, let's say you needed a frame. I haven't had any 6-cylinder frames for a while. I just got 2 really clean California frames too. And I haven't washed these yet. These are as they are. So really, really nice. These are gonna get washed, and you'll see all that black paint on it. That's all factory from 30, 40 years ago. It's amazing how clean these frames really are. This is a 1968 frame. This one's already sold, but you can just see this is an original frame, and absolutely beautiful. So got some TJ stuff we're working on. We'll have that stuff posted. That's our yard, 7 acres, rust-free Jeep parts. Okay, Western Colorado, we ship anywhere in the world. Big stuff's a little harder to ship overseas, but we do ship them. We just shipped 2 frames to Hawaii, so if there's a will, there's a way, I guess, right? All right, 303-666-9020. I appreciate all your time. If you see anything out here that I've scrolled over and you need it, let us know, and we'll get it out to you. Thanks a lot.